Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today, we're going to have a fun bit of Golgari action here. We're going to try to play a bunch of Planeswalkers and Proliferate, and see if that's a good combo to get stuff done on the standard ladder. Alright, so we're promising Planeswalkers first. Let's talk about those. Let's start at the very top. We're going to be playing Nissa Ascendant Animus, just because this does a little bit of everything, right? Gets rid of artifacts and enchantments, makes us a bunch of bodies, and then late game, if this is sitting around, we get some forest, we can try to overrun the opponent. Or we can just overrun them anyway, we just won't get a lot of bonuses. We're also going to be playing Vraska's Betrayal Sting. This is another one we could play cheap if we get lucky and the situation works out, but realistically, this is actually just really good for proliferating on top of everything else proliferating. So we like that a bunch. And we've got Ashiok Wicked Manipulator. This is going to be a way to make more bodies, get access to more cards, and I sort of feel like if we get into a situation where Ashiok plus another Planeswalker kind of doing their thing, you're usually going to be pretty well set to get to the end of the game. We're also going to be playing Sorin, the Mirthless. This kind of reminds me, Black got a lot of good Planeswalkers, but Sorin's going to be a way we can get some extra life, get some extra cards, so there should be a lot of ways to see extra cards in this list, so we shouldn't have that be a problem. Now, we did say we're going to proliferate to kind of support these. We do have a couple of cards to do that. One is going to be Bloated Contaminator. I like this because it's a sizable body. It also has trample, so there's a real strong likelihood that we'll connect. But on top of that is Toxic 1, so maybe we could win that way as well if it comes down to it. But this being able to just keep pumping our Planeswalkers is going to be probably good enough on its own. We're also going to have access to Cankerbloom that can also destroy artifacts and enchantments, but mostly we want this for chump blocking, then proliferating, if we can get that situation to work out. And Drown and Iker. This is actually a really cool card to give something -4/-4, so we get around a few different types of abilities. But additionally, we do get the Proliferate bonus, and we do have several things that we'll be able to take advantage of those counters. Oh, and I forgot for a second that we left off Liliana the Veil. She's in here too as well. Not a surprise in a mostly any deck that plays black these days, but figure I should mention that. But I want to tell you about the sponsor, and we'll wrap things up after that.
CoolStuffInc.com is a proud sponsor of this channel, and you can show your support while getting 5% off your entire order by using promo code DRAGON at checkout. Need singles for constructed or kitchen table play? Looking to pick up sealed product or the latest in Magic accessories? We've got you covered. CoolStuffInc.com is the place for all your Magic the Gathering needs. And support this channel by using promo code DRAGON at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
Now we do need a couple of filler cards to get us across the finish line, and those are going to be Armored Scrap Gorger to make it easier to play some of our other cards, because being able to go from 2 to 4 does allow us to play stuff like Sorin, or even Shieldred, because it makes sense Shieldred's going to be in this list. Now, we don't always want to play Shieldred on turn 3, because, you know, removal and whatnot, we may want to get your opponent to expend other cards, but it is very strong, and if we get this out early enough, it can be beneficial. We're also going to be playing a couple of Glimpse the Core just to help our mana, because we do have several expensive Planeswalkers, and we want to make sure those get hit on time if we can. And along with that, we're actually going to have just a little bit of removal to kind of help things out a little bit. But overall, this is going to be the deck list. If you want the full list, it'll be at the end of the video, like always. Or you can go down to the description below, look for the blue arrows that take you to our Moxfield link where you can play today's deck or a ton of other sweet stuff we have ready to go in standard, because there's been a lot of bangers lately. Now, though, let's go see if proliferating our Planeswalkers is a real route to victory. Okay, hey, you know, we got mana to do everything, so I'm not going to complain too much here. I mean, it does suck that we got 2 tap lands, but we kind of know the drill here. Oh, well, that's cute. I guess we're going to end up having to use a Cankerbloom on a Millennial calendar. That wasn't on my bingo card today. That's going to be a real pain, honestly. Let the opponent do what they're going to do, I guess. I'm going to assume they're playing a bunch of counters and such, so one of the things I might do is see if we can sneak through like a Bloated Contaminator or something first, then try to sneak through Cankerbloom, because I doubt they're going to be expecting that. Oh, okay, well that works. We're going to get a clear path to the Cankerbloom. Didn't think that was going to be a thing, but here we are. Oh, and they discarded another calendar. Love it. Sadly, as much as I'd like to play that Restless Cottage, I think we have to just do this first. And then destroy the calendar. Alright. So 2 calendars are gone. That's good information to have. And they're going to memory dust. So man, if we get an untapped land, we get to just have Shieldred if we want it. I don't even know if we Shieldred. We might just Liliana, honestly. And try to just cost them cards in hand. That might be our best plan of action here. Well, we didn't get the untapped land anyway, so we just go this route. And then we make us each discard. I think this is not going to be useful here. So, I mean, other than Proliferate, but we'd have to kill our own thing, because they probably don't have stuff for us to target. Okay, not a surprise they get rid of all will be one. They'll probably play one here if they have another. Nope. She gone. Okay, fair enough. Can't quite do that yet, but we can do this. Oh, and they don't have counters. That's good to know, I guess. Yeah, why not? Gonna kill that too? I mean, they might just, like, Brotherhood's End here and take out everything, honestly. Nope. I mean, not to say they can't still play a red land and do it. But next turn, we might be trying to attack with the Restless Cottage and get rid of one of those Memory Deluge. Alright, we're kind of okay with that. Like, one of those ones, like, you don't love it, but it's alright. Don't have much else to do with this, so I'm going to go ahead and see if we can put this on a land. Yeah, Ashiok, you can hang out. Why not? Let's get rid of that. Alright. So we got food, we've got clues, we've got maps, we got all kinds of stuff happening here. They're going to thirst yet again. Okay. I mean, are they on the discard plan right now? Like, I don't know what they're up to. We've got 6 lands. You know what? Maybe we just try to Ashiok anyway. If they found a counter, they found a counter. We could live with that. Oh, they hadn't, actually. Interesting. Alright. We'll hit that. I mean, they probably have a sweeper or something, but like at some point, you got to make them do a thing, right? Plus, if... well, that's a land. I was going to say, if they do use it, then... Oh, Union. Alright, well, sure. I mean, you got a Sunfall, now's the time. This is like the most creatures you're going to be able to get, because I'm not going to give you any more than that. I'll tell you that much. Oh, they're just going to deluge now? Ooh. Man, we can't quite win, unfortunately. We attack for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, possibly 9, 10. Which would be nice. I guess we're just going to plus this. But at some point, they got to find a sweeper, right? I think I'm actually going to take a land here, believe it or not. So let's exile this. Oh, no, that goes into our hand. Crap, I did it backwards. I thought we exiled one and had the option to play what we exiled, but it's the other way around. Okay. Then I guess... Trying to just decide if it's worth it to just kill the opponent here, or just plus this. What are we doing here? I think I'm going to do this. I'm just going to pay full value. Just start the Planeswalkers working and see what the opponents want to do. We've got so much life. Like, we can easily work with this. We get to proliferate our land up. Those get a bonus. We get to attack. And in the turn, and we'll probably just draw a card if they sweep the board here. Yeah, this is a tough spot for them because even if they have a bunch of spot removal and stuff, though, we haven't seen a lot other than get lost. Like, we're really just rocking the Planeswalkers right now, so their stuff has less value. Gonna take down a Planeswalker. Sounds good to me. And they tapped out for us effectively. Let's... Oh, no, no! I tapped the wrong thing. I meant to sacrifice the clue. Ah, well. Tis what it is. Let's go ahead and activate this. And let's draw. Well, that's not super helpful. Do I have a way to get one more point? Nope. Well, maybe. Let's see if these provide a point or not. Did not. How about this one? It did. Alright. We get to attack for 8. Silly way to win, but we'll take it. Alright, let's keep it. We're just going to hope for the best. I don't know how this is going to play out, but, you know, we got 3 lands already. We can't do anything yet on the next turn, so we will need some help. Okay, that helps a little. Maybe. I say it helps a little. We'll find out. Alright, Virtue does its thing. Alright, now we got to find another land. Because we're about to be in a world of hurt. What is this attack about? I mean, you have something that gives something minuses, I guess? Alright, sure. I'm your Huckleberry. Oh, it's another Virtue. Okay, sure. like, why not? Plus, I'm going to get rid of Storm the Festival because we're nowhere near casting that. Alright. If they have a land... Well, they already have land. Like, yeah, Underdog. Attack Liliana. Alright, come on, deck. We need land. We need an untapped land. G-Bus. Alright, fine. I guess it has to be Nissa here? Because we get to 5 at this point, we probably just want a Jeskai. Well, that's not totally true. We might want that for that. Ugh. Ugh. That's a tough choice, actually. But they missed a land, too. Yeah, alright. I'll hold on to Nissa. Nissa also makes more bodies. Alright, pass the turn. Alright. You got it. We'll block. We'll sack and proliferate. Come on, deck. We gotta get a mana here. Or, like, what are we doing? Ah, oh, man. Really? This is highly unfortunate. Alright.
We all have things we'd rather.
This is dumb. I mean, they probably keep doing the same thing here, right? Okay, no, they have a Shielder's Edict. Alright, fair. Hey, look. We get to play other cards.
Out of my way. I have a way to stop. I bring my own army.
I mean, we're still at 17, so I mean, this is mostly fine, all things considered. Alright, it's that thing again. Sure, we'll block it. Why not? We got to cut down. I don't know if that particularly does anything. Yeah, we'll reveal it. Comes into play tap, which doesn't help our case a lot, but I guess we'll do the only things we can do. They don't have an immediate way to kill it. That's a good sign. If they get a land, they might try to go for Virtue here, and then we could Nissa next turn, which is kind of nice, actually. Sort of hope they go for it. But they might be prioritizing killing Shieldred as well, and that's totally reasonable. Because if they have a 2-mana removal, which they do seem to be playing, they could just kill Shieldred and attack into Sorin too. They're looking at their graveyard. They're thinking about some things. They did it. Alright, we got the window we wanted. And we don't even have to pay... can we pay all that? 1, 2, 3, 4... Nope, we have to pay at least 1 Phyrexian mana. And we will definitely minus that. Alright, got it. Man, considering we were stuck on 3 for a long time while the opponent was just getting extra value, that actually worked out somehow. I don't know what the rest of their hand was, but I think from their side, once we were able to double Planeswalker and now have access to Restless Cottage as well, it was probably going to start getting pretty bad for them. Yeah, let's keep it. We can do some work with this. Alright, we will try to lead with this. See if this is one of those matchups where a mana gets to stick around. Okay, so this is the Caves deck. How do we feel about that? These are not the cards you generally want against the Cave deck. Though Scrap Gorger can remove some stuff from the graveyard, which could matter. But generally, we're going to want some more help. Some creature lands, some planeswalkers. Like, we need to hit the other parts of our deck. Okay. Yeah, I think we do this and just get rid of that bat colony. Alright. Can't actually hold on. Whenever a cave enters the battlefield, you create a bat flying from it for cave spent to cast it. I see. Yeah, we might as well just kill it now. No need to mess around with it. And the turn. I mean, obviously I could have waited and like swept everything and that could have been a thing, but wasn't sure what else was going to happen. So with the Spelunkin. Alright. We'll get to gain some life now. Play it, put a land from your hand on the battlefield. Put a cave on the battlefield. Alright, sure. Cave will be untapped. Alright. Let's go planeswalking deck. That is not it. That is not it, boss. Let me tell you. Oh, boy. We could destroy everything 2 or less. Get back this guy, I guess. I mean, I guess we get back both of them. Ugh. I mean, I guess that's a play, because we're not doing anything else here. Alright, so everything 2 or less, return 2 creatures. And then we happen to have 2 creatures, so we'll get those. Try to attack with Shieldred. Alright. I mean, not a lot really going on here. I mean, as soon as Shieldred dies, that's kind of our whole game plan with what we drew. More Spelunkin. Alright, well. They're going to get to gain a bunch of life. Sure, you got it. And a 5/5 dude. Why not? Oh, actually, dang it. I guess it didn't matter. I'm just doing this to speed things up. I was like, I could have just Liliana'd or whatever, but I don't even know if they have any other real number of creatures other than just those. Alright. Is this where my Shieldred finally dies? Blossoming Tortoise. Alright. You got it. And another one, of course. Well, I guess it wouldn't have made too large of a difference, all things considered.
A fight? And you think you can win?
I was going to say, I'm assuming it's a tortoise. Like, I can't imagine you're going to get rid of anything else there. I'm going to go ahead and play this, because I'm willing to just let this block and die. Alright. Though actually, had I used it the correct way, and I just used Liliana last turn, I could have actually +1'd. Nah, that wouldn't have done it anyway. Yeah. I would have still had one more Drown and Ichor in hand. That would have been the difference. There's attacking us and ignoring Liliana. Okay, sure. Seems fine, I guess. I mean, they can turn their lands into creatures. That's a thing, but okay. Oh, that sucks. They're going to go search for a whole bunch of caves. Alright, well, that makes a difference. And another one that you can turn into a creature? No. Which one is that one? Oh, okay. Exile cards. I would assume they would have got more of the creature ones. Why did they not? Oh. They were just going to do that.
How things were supposed to go.
And they have another one of those. Okay, sure. Now we just got to find a removal card for the opponent's thing, and then we can start trying to take care of business. Okay. I mean, I guess we can still double block the 5/5 if we find it absolutely necessary. That is their third one as well. And a bat colony. Alright, cool. Now we got to find our other remaining Gix's command. Or else this doesn't end very well for us. Alright, you get another Spelunkin. And it is a cave, so they get more life and put a counter on a thing. Sure. Are we just double blocking this thing here? I feel like we are. Yeah, that's probably the plan here. Can't imagine why not. Okay. That's a thing, I guess. Sure, we'll keep this. This is a completely reasonable and viable hand. Hopeless Nightmare. I'm just gonna get rid of this. I'm not overly attached to it, but I do feel we're gonna have to discard a land here. Because we're probably playing against a discard heavy pile. But let's see. Nope, they did not make us discard there. Interesting. Man, this is tough. I mean, I kind of just do this and give them a chance to play like Liliana or something here. Mostly because us playing Liliana, we weren't going to do anything with it, because I didn't want to discard any of the other cards that were going to be available. That makes our Liliana pretty weak. That's okay. I guess we'll just go straight to Vraska and just kill off their dude. And we'll attack because we get to proliferate, so we'll offset the 1 point. Alright. What you got? Breach. Oh boy, what are they gonna go get? I mean, they don't even have to... Oh, it's just Shieldred. It's just Shieldred. We're fine. We'll draw. And then what way do we want to deal with this? We can minus to kill Shieldred. We could Liliana. They would just sacrifice a token. We know that much. Yeah, I guess we just kill her. Then we play this. Then we attack.
Get in my way, tend to regret it.
And I think I'm gonna go ahead and plus. I don't think this is a matchup where we really need Beseiju.
You won't be
If I do,
outsmarting me.
oh well. I'll live with the consequences. Oh, they're discarding Sorens, which means they have one to play here, don't they? Oh, they have their own Vraska. Sure. Alright. Sounds good.
You know, I think you look better as a corpse.
Alright. We will go and kill their duder. We're moving... I guess this? I don't know. Play a land, and we'll just +1.
We all have
Alright,
things
end the
we
turn.
value.
Ooh, they got rid of Atakanuma. Well, I guess they wouldn't be able to cast whatever they got, probably. Oh, Lord Skitter. This is going to make things complicated. Though they are at 12, so we're at the point we could almost just race them anyway, so we'll see. But we could also just find a removal card for them, and that would be great.
Ugh, I really don't have time for you.
Alright, let's go ahead and crack the food. Come on, deck. We have a lot of amazing cards we could get here. That was not one of them. Ugh. So now what do we want to do? Well, either way, we're going to attack. But it only has so much value left. Yep, those can't block anyway. Get rid of that. Trying to figure out what is the best thing we could have happen here. We could get another land and then we could activate 2 of these and attack. That's a thing. Yeah, I guess we just +1 and force the opponent to send a bunch of stuff at Liliana.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Because the 1/1s almost don't matter. Yep. Yep, get in there. And another one. They're like, whatever. Like, okay, I was going to say, something might as well attack me. My hand's empty. Yeah, there you go. Get the poison at us. That makes sense. Now, if we draw an untapped land, then the opponent's just dead, right? 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, because that'd be 10 mana. Let's see if we can do it. We did not. However, that is not a bad card to draw here. We are okay with that. Let's just pay the full 7. And then we'll just make a big 8/8.
Welcome, my companion.
All right. Hopeless Nightmare. Sure, we lose 2. We're 17. We're all right with that. They are scrying to see if they've got something worthwhile. The issue right now is they have to attack everything into, or at least a couple of things into Nissa, or else we just -7 and trample over. Because they only have one real blocker here. I was going to say, you got to send at least 3 things. There you go. You got it. They got it figured out. Yeah, we'll block. Nah, that's something, I guess. Alright, and we'll go ahead and get some damage in. Might as well attack with both here, right? Like, it doesn't hurt us otherwise. Let's remove, I guess, this most threatening thing they can get. Yeah, you gotta block the 8. Alright. What do you find? Yeah, I don't think they have any outs here with 1 card. Even if it had been another Breach or whatever, Beseech, I don't think it would have mattered. Oof. Oof. Alright, let's try it. Let's try it. We obviously need to draw some hitters that do something, but we'll see. Alright, step 1. Do you die? The answer is probably so. No, we did not die. Maybe because there's a Liliana? No, Sentinel. Cool. You are an interesting card to pick up here, though. Alright, let's go here. Pass the turn. This is kind of interesting because they're manually tapping, which means they want to do something if this doesn't work, probably. Alright, they did find more mana, though. I mean, if they attack, we still block, right? Oh, well, we don't get to block, so, meh. Fair enough. We'll just take it. Mostly because our plan is just to play Vraska next turn, but it's whatever. Alright, they found some land. Our turn. Ooh, you ain't bad either. You ain't bad either. But I think we're going to do this first. Now, they will have plenty of mana now. But we can now play Anissa, make a body, proliferate, have this be bigger. So, like, there's some things we could do. Blossoming Tortoise. Yep. And they are definitely finding their mana. Love to see that, actually. So let's only do that. Let's just do this for 5. Let's just tap manually here. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I don't need that. Oh, do I need that to be green? No, I don't. I can have that be colorless. I'm just doing this so Arena doesn't try to tap our Crap Gorger. Auto pay. So we'll make a body. Oh, actually, dang it. I could have proliferated first and then had a 5/5. Yeah, that was a little lazy. Yeah, definitely would have been smarter. Having a 5/5 would have been so much better. Alright, we'll just sit back to block for the time being. Okay, that's good news, because it means we're not likely to get blasted by too big of an attack here. Oh, okay. That is a sizable body. Alright, so they can just play that again. Draw another card. Okay, that turn went pretty well for us, all things considered. Especially since I goofed it up to start with. Really? I mean, I guess if they need the mana for something. But, yeah, sure. That felt very strange. Maybe they're planning on sweeping the board next turn or something.
Those who get in my way tend to regret it. I've always hated crowds.
I'm gonna go ahead and play this. We'll go ahead and proliferate. Because why not? Play a land tapped. We'll go ahead and attack. We'll remove this guy. And then we'll plus.
Our strength multiplies.
I mean, we're in pretty good shape for next turn, even. Yeah, there's a Glissa. Sure. I mean, they have to kill our 7/7 at least, or a Planeswalker, I mean, I guess, or we just give stuff trample? Is that good enough? I mean, here's the other option too, right? We make them lose their highest cost thing. Our highest power thing. We put, yeah, let's do that. So we'll put 2 counters on a thing, give it lifelink. Each opponent sacrifices their highest power creature. We'll put them on here, I guess. Yeah. Alright, that resolves. Then we just destroy that. Nah, we'll do this and get a card. Got another Liliana. Excellent. And then we minus this, so the opponent has to sacrifice a creature.
One of your friends.
Then we attempt to attack for Lots Mini. I don't even think it matters what we remove, so sure. Corridor, I guess. I mean, you gotta kill something. Yeah, I was gonna say, there's only one thing to kill, or that's the game, so sure. Oh, you have another one? Nope, opponent says they are willing to go to 1. Alright. Then, I don't think we really do anything else here, right? Can we just do that, I guess? No need to try to play another Liliana or whatever. Opponent's at 1. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know what card they would have had there. Oh boy. Yeah, I guess we keep this. Like, this is a kind of a weird looking hand for what the deck tries to do. Alright. Let's see your cut downs. You got it. Keep Cavern Bat. You have choices, friend. Take your pick. Yep. That's kind of the thing. They're always sort of forced into that play, which is kind of amusing. Alright, they're just like, no Contaminator for you. They did find all their colors, though. That's interesting to note. I really should just be playing Scrap Gorder to try to get down Shieldred, but maybe this will expend some of their removal just in case. Alright. I mean, because they know what's in our hand. But we just kind of have to do what we can, you know? Alright, no counters at least, so we know that much. Alright, there's Rafine. Well, just gotta hope they don't have the removal for the Shieldred here then. Or find another removal for Rafine. That would be the best answer. You know, that's an interesting thing, right? Because now, if the opponent gives up either creature, we can just use the cut down to kill the Rafine. So that kind of works, not the way we intended, but we'll take it. Removing, I don't know, a Rafine from the graveyard? Auto pay. Okay, that wasn't the play I was looking for, but it's definitely the play we will accept. Wedding announcement, sure. Okay, let's find... Excellent. That's exactly what we want. So we can empty our hand here. Get all the value we need to get. Remove that, I guess. We can plus. So the opponent's down to a singular answer. Unless they already have it. Oh, if they're discarding that, they definitely have an answer to Shieldred. There's no way you're getting rid of Urtai with Shieldred sitting out unless you have something else, right? That would be crazy. Okay, I guess they didn't, but they just thought that was more valuable, I suppose. Really? I would have thought making a body there would have been more important. That's really interesting. Well, I was thinking I might attack with both creatures at the Wandering Emperor here. They could kill Liliana next turn, but I think we're willing to take that exchange, right? Kind of like, why not? Okay, so now we're not worried about... Well, I guess I could still plus and have Liliana die. But then that's fine, I guess. She did her job. Yep. They can +1 Liliana. Or +1 the land, and then attack Liliana. Which is totally fine. They'll get a map, which we don't love, but that's okay.
Sorry, I'm not interested in dying today.
Alright. Let's go ahead and activate. And we're just going to go after the Wandering Emperor. Make this mostly a non-issue here. Alright. End the turn. Alright, deck. We do not like drawing as much land as the Esper deck. We would like to have... like a Planeswalker-y thing or something would be great. Virtual Loyalty, that's gonna get annoying. Now I don't... Well, I mean, if it's Liliana, or what's her name? Nissa, there we go. That's the one we want to get right now. Yeah, Nissa would be fine. We would be totally accepting of a Nissa. Oh, I should have activated that as well. I don't know why I didn't. Can we just attack with both of these? And just say, hey, if they trade, they trade? I think we're kind of down with that. Alright, opponent goes to 13. Though I should be at 3 more life. I should have cracked food last turn. Yep. Another land. Alright, that'll have to do. You got it. Okay. Oh, there's a Wandering Emperor. Gosh dang it. Oh, you know what? Can we minus Nissa here for enough? That's +4. That's 8. No, it's not going to do it. But... This is very interesting. We could block, trade... Ah, wow. Okay. I think we're just going to pay full value here. No attacks. I mean, we know sort of what's going on already on their turn, so it's like, maybe this is fine. Okay. I see the plan. Get us to commit first, then you play your Wandering Emperor and give something first strike, right? Like, that makes sense. I mean, we're blocking anyway. Okay, Nissa goes down. Alright, that makes sense. I mean, right now, the opponent doesn't have a way to gain life unless they want to get rid of their own stuff, so... I mean, they... Oh, now that sucks. Just as I say that, they find a thing. Oh, they're not actually getting that. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, huh. So now do we just get rid of the... Let's draw first. See how we feel about this. Alright, another land. Don't know if that particularly does anything. I'm trying to decide if I want a 4/4 body more than I care about killing their Virtue of Loyalty. Because I don't know if we die to that, but I think that's what we do. We get rid of it. And then we just play a land and pass. Alright, opponent goes to 7. I mean, we still have to find a way to survive 4 turns. So, I mean, this is by no means an easy feat. Yep, she gone. Where's even like a Sorin or an Ashiok? Like, there's so many things we could get right now that would be good. They have their own Shieldred. Alright, so now we're going to have to find removal for the hat. So that's going to offset our plan of sitting behind our Shieldred. Oh, this game's so silly. Alright, and we found yet another Nissa. Okay, how big is this thing now? It's a 5 when it attacks. Alright, we know they're going to want to play Shieldred on their turn. We know... I mean, I guess we just get another 8/8, right? Sure. Because now this is a situation where if the opponent does want to attack Nissa and wants to play their Shieldred, that's going to tap their turn out, and then they die. Oh, no, they won't. Because they'll have 3 blockers to 4 attackers. So they won't be dead yet. Close, but not. Now, if they don't activate their land here, we minus Nissa, and then everything's +4. Does that change things? Oh, and a Canker Bloom. That's interesting. Okay, so let me do some quick math. We turn this into a 4/4, which becomes an 8/8. The opponent gets rid of one of the 12/12s to go to 7. So then we have 8. 8 is 16, and 12 is 28. Minus 19 should be enough to kill the opponent. That is a crazy bit of math, but okay. Not how I want to win this, but we will absolutely take it. All right. Just making sure my math's still good. 16 is 28. That is offset. That is offset with 2 left over. That's 14 minus 6 is 9, and they're at 5. All right, cool. So even if they get rid of one, they'll be at 7. We should be able to kill them. Sure. Man, we had to sit back and not attack with that Wandering Emperor staring us in the face the whole time, but Nissa's looked like they helped us find the right opening. But this was weird, because even though we had more life, it felt like we were kind of behind for a big chunk of this game. But I think we're all good here. Yep. And obviously they don't know it, but we had another Shieldred anyway. Oh man, that was a crazy, crazy game. We'll take it though. Yeah, we experimented with a lot of different cards in this list. We ended up on Gix's command over Cruelty of Gix and what was the other one we were playing? Oh, Storm the Festival. So I think Gix's command is alright. I do like even splitting maybe Gix's command with one Cruelty. For those who don't know what that is. Mostly because it can let us tutor up one of our big planeswalkers or go get the Nissa or even just get a Shieldred back out of our graveyard. Stuff like that I think are all reasonable plans. I think the one issue, if there's anything, is that I do like Drown being able to proliferate our planeswalkers and stuff. But when we don't have our planeswalkers out, Drown is kind of just like a worse removal card. So if we were able to do anything, I might cut one Drown and play 2 Go for the Throat. And yes, it moves us to 61 cards, but I'm okay with that considering we got Scrap Gorger, Canker Bloom, Glimpse, whatever to get our mana and stuff early. So that still gives us a pile of early plays, and we can still roll into some powerful stuff after the fact. Drown is nice, don't get me wrong, but it's just sometimes just not the right card. There's a fair amount of things that are, like Shieldred namely, that are like 5 toughness. But even some of the dinosaurs, you can't really kill those. So it is just nice having some guaranteed removal that can get stuff done. Especially to support like the Liliana, the Vraska, that type of thing. But overall, this is playable, surprisingly. I mean, it's a lot of planeswalkers, but it's a lot of ways to support the planeswalkers as well. But what we ended up with here was 2 Go for the Throat, 2 Drown and Icurve, 2 Cut Down. Did I say Go for the Throat the first time? Either way, 2 of each of those. 4 Armored Scrap Gorger, 4 Canker Bloom, 2 Glimpse the Core, 3 Liliana, 4 Bloated Contaminator, 3 Shieldred, 2 Sorin the Merciless, 2 Ashiok Wicked Manipulator, 2 Gix's Command, 2 Vraska Betrayal Sting, 2 Nissa Ascendant Animus. Then we had 4 Swamps, a Takenuma Beseiju, 5 Forest, 4 Deathcap Glade, 4 Llanowar Waste, 4 Restless Cottage, 2 Zeotor's Proving Ground. So yeah, this actually was entertaining. The one thing I would say is there's going to be matchups like against the mono blue deck that, unless you get your early creatures out and running, that's going to be a pretty tough matchup. So just kind of understand that going into it. But against other stuff, you at least have some removal cards. You've got planeswalkers for value. You've got some decent sized bodies. So you're checking off a lot of boxes for what could otherwise be some pretty tough situations. So I think overall, this actually is pretty good. If you're a Planeswalker player or you just like playing Golgari, here's another reasonable option. And now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Vivian, Nature's Avenger. The reason I bring this up is not particularly what Nissa or Vivian does here at all, But the fact that this is kind of a forgotten type of card, and what I mean by that is I used to make Planeswalker decks that would come with these like 5, 6, 7 cost Planeswalkers, and they tended to be pretty hard to cast, and they had some pretty good abilities, but they were kind of beginner level Planeswalkers, if you will. The thing about that though is these often end up in bulk bins because nobody's ever looking for them or playing them, and they almost all go for a couple of dollars still. So it's worth digging those up if you're going through collections. Those are actually worth a little bit, even though they may not look like it. And if you're a fan of Golgari, we did play a Descend deck that was actually really good and actually made good use of the Tyvar Planeswalker, which we don't get to play with that often. So check that out. But that's all I have you for now. We'll see you next time.